Welcome, dear friends, fans, viewers, sisters, and the Notre Dame family to this special online program on YouTube today, the anniversary of the sainthood of our foundress, Saint Julie Billiart. Today, we shall be talking about the legacy of Saint Julie. So I welcome you all to this discussion. Saint Julie, the foundress of the Sisters of Notre Dame, was born in Couvilly in 1751 in a very poor family. But this girl, from her very tender age, loved God. She was in love with God, passionate about God's goodness. And so she sought to teach this God's goodness from her tender age through catechism to her peers and even to other women. Saint Julie was canonized by the Catholic Church. The church recognized the holiness of Saint Julie. So we now go to our panelists and begin our conversation today on the topic, We Are Daughters of Saint Julie, and her legacy is a gift to the world. So I begin with Sister Rita. So what makes you particularly a daughter of Saint Julie in this contemporary world?
Thank you, Sister Priscilla, for inviting me to this session, the feast of the canonization of Saint Julie Billiart. I share in the mission of the sisters and the mandate of educating girls for life. So I share that in my life, as I've said, in my leadership as the head of the institution, and in the service I offer to the students, the stakeholders, the sisters, stakeholders in the government, and other friends, and the other humanity.
Wonderful, sister. Thank you.
So
Thank
much.
you for that sharing. And so we go to our associate here, Associate Florence, who is just right by my left-hand side. So what makes you a daughter of St. Julie as an associate?
Thank you, Sister Priscilla. It's good to be here. As St. Julie, we always say, how good is the good God? As an associate, I've been an associate of St. Julie here in Abuja for over 5 years. And one of the values that we practice here as an associate of St. Julie is seeing God's goodness in our daily life, even at work, wherever we find ourselves, and doing God's work. Well, one of the reasons why we do God's work and the purpose why we are associates as lay people, first of all, associates, we are lay people, whether married or unmarried, it's looking at the marginalized, helping the poor, and also giving knowledge to those who are ready to accept those knowledge, and also seeing potentials in people we meet in our daily lives.
So we now go to Sister Mary Precious. What makes you a daughter of St. Julie, this contemporary world?
Thank you so much, Sister Priscilla. I must say that I am proud to be a sister of Notre Dame de Namur, and it is a privilege and a special gift for me to be a daughter of Saint Julie Billiart. I cherish this virtue, Saint Julie. I am to live the life and mission of Saint Julie, of making God's goodness known, because her motto is always how good is the good God. Even in her suffering times, Saint Julie kept saying, how good is the good God. And that is what I am called to do. As a provincial secretary, I am not only just to do administrative work, but also to reach out to others, to reach out to people, to tell the people who are really broken that God is good. I teach catechism in our local church, because it's one of the things St. Julie loves. She loves education and catechism. And then I organize program for our workers too. I reach out to them, I visit the poor outside there, try to give them time to listen to them. And I try to live the life of simplicity, humility in my work. Thank you so much.